What is up, guys? In this video, I will tell you why the Samsung Galaxy A14 is a good smartphone. I will cover the main pros, the good things this device brings. I have to tell you, this is not the 5G version, but I like it. It has some advantages that better fit my needs, and for this reason, I didn't buy the 5G version. Let's start with the pros. There will be 5 of them. First of all, the software updates. The A14 will be receiving 2 major OS updates. Some brands offer only one update on their entry-level phones, but Samsung is highly competitive even with their cheaper models. Straight from the factory, this smartphone comes with the modern Android 13 One UI Core 5 that is snappy, and for the average user, it works good while multitasking. On top of these 2 major OS updates, the A14 will be receiving 4 years of security updates. Think about it. It was launched in 2023 and it will be safe up to year 2027. It's secured by Knox, it's safe and competitive despite being an entry-level phone. The large display is another good thing about this Galaxy device. It comes with a massive 6.6-inch screen that is surprisingly good. The Full HD Plus resolution is excellent. It is a big upgrade when compared to its predecessor. On top of that, color accuracy is well maintained. I mean, blue is blue, white is white, and the blacks don't turn grayish. While you're outside in the sun, you can comfortably see the screen because at roughly 500 nits, it is bright enough. The only downside might be the 60 Hz refresh rate. Only the Galaxy A14 5G has 90 Hz. But in a minute, I'll explain why I made the sacrifice of not buying the 5G version. The third pro that comes with this phone, the good cameras. First of all, there's the selfie camera that, compared to its predecessor, now has 13 megapixels, not 8, and a better low light performance. But the biggest upgrade is on the back, where the 50 megapixel main camera now has a good performance. The A14 is the first entry-level Samsung phone with a decent main camera. The photos are now sharp, there is less noise, and the colors look good. It doesn't have S-class photo performances, but starting with the A14, I can finally say that an entry-level phone takes decent photos. There's also an ultra-wide angle lens on the classic A14. The A14 5G does not have one, and this is why I bought the classic A14. By being a photography hobbyist, I believe that an ultra-wide angle lens is more important than 5G. The fourth pro, great battery life. There's a big 5000 mAh battery in this phone. I used it quite a lot one day. I browsed websites, social media, sent a lot of texts from morning till dawn, and when I got home, I noticed that the battery still had a solid 30% remaining. If you're a moderate user, I think the battery can even last for 2 days. This makes the phone a great choice for people who don't want the hassle of charging their device every night, or for the ones that find themselves in situations where access to electricity is limited. For example, if you go on a hike on a Saturday morning, spend the whole day climbing mountains, sleep in a tent with no electricity, and come back home Sunday night, this battery will still survive. If you're not on your phone all the time, if you're simply a moderate user, you could get 2 days of battery from this device. The final pro is of course the price. It is below the $200 price tag. In fact, you can find the 4G version brand new for just $150. At this price, you get Samsung security, software stability, and all the good things mentioned earlier. There's no wonder why the Samsung Galaxy A14 4G was 2023's best-selling smartphone. It is good and inexpensive. For the average user that just wants a well-functioning smartphone, this is good enough. Of course, there are other useful features like NFC for wireless payments, the 3.5mm headphone jack, and expandable storage via an SD card. However, the main pros are the ones that I've mentioned. In my opinion, the A14 is a good enough smartphone. It gets the job done, and a lot of people don't need more. For less than $200, it's easy to see why this was a bestseller. If you own an A14, I believe you got one of the best bangs for your buck. For more videos about smartphones, hit that like and that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.